dito, kanino section na receive ko. Hindi ko na muna i-on ang aking tao dito eh. So, ibig sabihin,
kasi paalis na lang yung pray. Kaya sanay ako lagi kung aalis, lagi kang magpe-pray ng inyong way pa uwi. Ganun kasi kami, ako lang kasi mo nung ito kahit.
Kasi nagpapatawa ka!
Alam mo nila na kasi ganito ako kayo hindi ko kaya mag-seryoso when it comes to prayer. Kasi ano pang dasal, kaya nga akong iligtas sa effects. Kaya really pray, kaya hindi ka tulad iba. Ikaw na magdasal dito. Sabi ko, ba't hindi na magdasal? Ang dasal lang wala yung requirements. Wala yung kailangan ng iyaan.
Yan, ganyan siya. Okay,
yung isa tas na yun. Kasi hindi niya in-explain. Oo, siyempre, continuous prayer yung naramdaman namin ng kami.
Christine, dahil ikaw naman ang sumasagot sa akin. Ibig sabihin ba, na-solve lang natin yung SSE pero hindi pa natin nalagyan yung ating ANOVA table? Pakisagot naman po.
Hindi pa po.
Okay, sige. Buburahin ko lang yung content dito. Tapos, my suggestion is for you to okay, look at your notes.
Oo, kasi marami kami singles.
Tapos lalagay natin yung mga data.
Pray for me.
Dapat yan na.
Wala ka pong pastor na mga test dyan.
Forever.
Mas medyo maingay lang talaga ha, pero I think na sabihin niyo lang kung hindi niyo maiintindihan yung sinasabi ko. So dahil na-solve na natin lahat ng component ng ating variability, which is the sum square of the treatment, SSA, sum square of the error, SSE, and sum square of the total, which is SST, what we have to do is to create na our ANOVA table, in which nandito sa right side yung blue table as our guide. So we have to repeat lang the statement of our hypothesis, which is H0, the mean of the knee level is equal to the mean sales. Mean sales class ang pinag-uusapan dito, di ba? Amount ng nabenta. Pinagbentahan pala. Mean of the waste is yun. So this is wrong. So this would be mean of the, alta natin yung isa. Ito po. This should be mean of the eye level. So going back to the data that we are solving, you can see here the average value, which is 81. So take note that the data here is the amount of sales in terms of $100. So this 81 means $8,100. This would be $9,8087.5. Paano nangyari yun? Multiplied by 100. Tapos ito ay 8,406 2.50. So class, before tayo mag-solve dun sa ANOVA table, I would like to ask for your opinion lang. Hypothesize. Do you think all of the means are equal? Of course, statistically, we have to prove, but getting your honest guess. Do you think they are equal? Or can you please assume if there are means which are equal or not equal? Say for example, means are not equal. And then you will state, say for example, that mean of waste is not equal to mean of not equal to mean of I. But mean of I is same or equal to mean of me. Can you make some speculation and send it on the chat box? Class, I'm waiting for your answers. Can you make some speculation type? Tapos, sige, mamaya na ako mag-check ng attendance pala. Again, 2204. Ito na naman tayo. Hindi na ulit na responsive. Pakisend naman ang inyong sagot. Make an speculation comparing the average 8,100, 9,087, 8,465. It's just your own hypothesis. So, you know the idea. You will not be deducted whatsoever if your answer is wrong. Again, send your answers. Si class,
Malabo po, medyo putol-putol po kayo.
ang hypothesis ko naman dyan, class, yung 81, ay yung sa I at saka sa ni, statistically equal sila. Formula lang yan Tapos, yung 90 naman, or yung sa waist level, yun yung hindi equal sa kanilang dalawa. Kumaga, equal yung I at ni, pero hindi yun equal kay waist. Na kung magre-recommend ako, just based on my observation, no statistical proof, i-recommend ko na doon na lang nila i-display sa waist level. Pero hindi yun ang ang ano natin, ang agenda natin ay mapatunayan kung equal sila or hindi at malaman kung saan natin i-recommend na i-place. So for our hypothesis, you can write that in words or you can write that into equation. Sa H0 natin, so you can write mu tayo muna. Saglit lang class ha. Matapos din ako lilipat ng location ha. So, pwede na ito yung statement natin ng H0 tapos yung H1 natin. You can have a statement also in terms of formula. The mean of the knee is not equal to the mean of the waist level, not equal to the mean of the eye. Okay lang na ano siya na mixed. Or pwede mo naman pagsamahin both in words. H0, all means are equal, and H1, at least two of the means are not equal. So meaning to say, you can write it in formula, both in formula and both in statement or combination. For this, we will use alpha of 0.01. I am now requiring you, off ko muna ang aking microphone. Sobra lang talaga maingay, pero patapos na naman yung event. Can you please send on the chat box the values of the SST, SSE, and the SSA or SS? The treatment, SSA natin. Okay, please send on the chat box and I will copy here on the table. So the next thing, class, is compute for the degrees of freedom. So for the degrees of freedom, that could be n total minus 1. So that would be equal to, how many data do we have? 24 minus 1. So that would lead to 23. Also, you can have kn, ito class kn, minus 1, which is how many groups k, that is 3. How many data sample or sample size per group? There are 8 data per group minus 1. So, it would be the same class na value. Okay? So, that would be, ano na pala, palitan ko yung equation ko. Or it could be kn minus 1, which is 3 multiplied by 8 minus 1. So, the answer there, class, is 23. For the k minus 1, that is k minus 1, k is the number of group, k equals number of groups. And n is sample size per group. Sample size per group. Take note, class, what we are trying to discuss now is the equal sample size. So, k minus 1, that will be, we'll have 3 groups. Ano po yung 3 groups? Yung knee, eye, and waist, minus 1. So, the answer here is 22. Okay? And the error will be simply 23 minus 2, which is 21. So, the answer here is 21. But using the formula, it will be 3 groups, k multiplied by n minus 1. Right? If you want to use the official formula, that will be 3 groups multiplied by 8 sample size per group minus 1. So, 3 multiplied by 7 is 21. Can I see your thumbs up if we are clear with the first two columns, sum square and degrees of freedom? Thumbs up. Okay? So, that would be for the mean square naman. So, the mean square, class, is S1, the MSA, the mean square of the treatment, that would be S1 squared. And MSE, mean square, is equal to S square or simply our variance. Ano po? So, the formula, class, is you have to divide. So, sum of square divided by the degrees of freedom, that is the mean square. SSE divide by 21, that would be your mean square. Okay? the MSE. Can you please send MSA and MSE values on the chat box? Thank you, Miss Aguila. 199.625. 199.625. Of course, class, during sa examination, huwag nyo nang lalagay itong mga divide at equals, ha? Dito lang yun sa lecture. And for MSE, thank you for participating. Hopefully all will participate. For the computed F naman class, base here, our FCOM class is equal to S1 squared over S squared, or simply MSA divided by our MSE. Other persons class ay walang sagot. Ha? Yan, yung tatlong yan, walang laman dapat yan. Kasi ang kinukuha lang natin class ay yung sa treatment lang or yung sa baga sa ating linear regression, yung regression lang. So, what is the value? Can you please send FCOM? The value here. So, divide po natin yung MSA, which is 199.625 by 13.75. Okay, I want to see another set of, wait lang. Raise your hand and not put it down. And I see how many of you understand the whole table of the computed F. The number of students should be 38. So, hindi pa nako-complete yung attendance kasi may isa ulit na nawawala. Nakadoble kasi yung isa nating student. Sige, yamaya ng kaunti. Okay na? How many did the raise? 36. So, may dalawa na lang na kulang. Sadyang wala yung isa. So, remain na naka-raise yung hand ninyo, ha? So, to continue, so ano pong sunod natin gagawin? Na ngayon alam mo na yung computed F. So, kailangan nating mag-compare. Ano, para malaman natin kung i-reject ba natin or hindi yung null hypothesis. Ano, at 0.01. So, class, based on the previous table, ANOVA table, ito po yung naging summary. Ano po, may sagot dito. So, that is 14.5182 na correct naman. So, next nating class, hahanapin natin yung critical region of rejection. Critical region of rejection. Okay, so the formula is the region of rejection, reject, or the critical rule will be reject the null hypothesis if your FCOM is greater than your F-stab. And one-sided lang po ito. Ay mapapansin niyo hindi tayo nag-split ng alpha. Ano? So, F plus, kailangan natin hanapin si F alpha. So, F, yung alpha natin, comma, K minus 1, which is the degrees of freedom of the treatment of A, and degrees of freedom ng ating error. So, class, degrees of freedom of the error, ito po yun. Ito yung K multiplied by N minus 1. At ito naman yung K minus 1. So, that would be equivalent to F of 0.01. Doon nakasulat naman class, ayan. F.01, 2, 21. And you can open your F table. Ano po, para i-verify, naglagay na ako ng screenshot copy here. And that is F of 0.01, this one plus. And then degrees of freedom is 2 for the degrees of freedom of 1. This direction class yun. Degrees of freedom 1 and this direction, and degrees of freedom 2 downwards. and 21. So 221, the answer here is 5.78. Can you please put down your hands if nasundan po ninyo yung pagkuha sa table? So let us continue. So class, 5.78 yun. So i-compare mo yung 14.518 mo kung mas malaki ba siya kay 5.78, in which napatunayan na yes, greater po yun. So ang gagawin natin class, since that is the critical rule, we reject the null hypothesis. Rejecting the null hypothesis, na sabi nga kanina, mag-hypothesize nga kayo, pero ang ginawa niya, nag-decision. Ang decision class, reject the null, which means the average sales of art dog food is significantly different based on the shelf height. Yung palang pagpupwesto sa shelf height ay may effect sa average sales ng dog food. So dahil doon class, may isa tayong sunod na problema. Ngayon alam mo na yung shelf height is affecting our sales. Okay? So shelf height affects the sales. So you need to know now ano po ang o alin or saan dapat ipwesto. So yun ang magiging next na goal natin. Ano pa? So
Sa tingkat talaga nabi ko tayo, isang kagad, wala pang-araw sa iba't
So class, ito yung naging ano naman daw paggamit ng p-value. Gamit yung Excel solution na i-demo ko po sa inyo. Kapag p-value naman, palagi naman ganun yan, hindi nagbabago, i-reject mo ang null hypothesis kapag ang p-value mo ay less than or equal to r alpha. So, based po dito, na ito-show ko sa inyo later kung paano lumabas yan. We'll read the ANOVA table. So, yan yung naging output. Meron tayong sums, averages, and variances. Nakuha natin yung mga sum of squares natin na similar po yung value. Ito yung ating manual. At tapos ito naman yung ating Excel solution, using the app or software. So you will see the same answer. And then, lumabas yung 5.78 for F critical. Ito, class, na i-compare mo dito. Yan. So, base dyan, class, using the critical rule, if F comp is greater than F critical, reject the null. Kaya ni-reject natin. Pero may p-value. So, itong p-value natin na 0.0011, i-compare mo kung mas maliit ba siya dito based on the critical region ng p-value approach. So, you will notice, class, ng 0.00011 ay mas maliit sa 0.01. Kaya i-reject natin ang null with the same conclusion, the average sales of art dog food are significantly different based on the shelf height. Did you get it? Can you please raise your hand again?
Yes po.
Naka-share entire screen ako, kaya hindi ako magpapalipat-lipat. Kailangan ng naka-entire screen ng presentation para nakikita nyo yung mga pop-out menu. Kapag di naka-share screen ay magra-run pero hindi nyo na-visualize. Hindi nyo nakikita yung mga lumalabas na function. So ito class yung ating data. What you have to do is click the data analysis. Pipiliin po natin yung single factor ANOVA. Can you follow?
Yes po.
Tapos pag napili na si single factor, click OK. Input range, click nyo yung icon, pipiliin lahat. Huwag nyo isasama yung mga day. Ang isasama nyo na lang yung grupo at saka yung kanilang header or yung kanilang label. So, mapansin nyo, ito lang yung pinili ko. Ano, other details ng Excel, hindi ko na siya sinelect. Kasi hindi yun mapaprocess na Excel. We need only the data and the label. So, enter, group by, kung rows class, ibig sabihin, no, nakatype siya from by letter. Halimbawa ay yung first sample, nasa B, nasa C yung sinod na sample. But, hindi tayo typically nagpe-present ng naka-row. Pero class, magiging very careful kayo kasi baka yun ang trick na ilagay sa inyo sa examination. Pag-a-analyzein kayo, nakapresent siya sa row, tapos nag-analyze ka naman by column. So class, ang inyong key dyan, alamin nyo kung anong grupo yun. At ang magkakasamang grupo, yun ang kailangan nyong isolve. Halimbawa class, ang group 1 pala ay ang data ay 77, 88, 85. Eh since sanay kayo na vertical yung data, in-ignore mo na ng data pala yung nakapresent by row. So yun ang usual na pinagkakamalian sa examination. So you're not able to distinguish na ang data ay nakapresent by row or nakapresent siya by column. So ito class by column yung presentation. So I check by column. Label on the first row, yan. Tapos ang alpha class 0.01 lang. So pwedeng palitan. Ang output range, ang data, result, ilalagay ko sa loob ng Excel sheet na to. Yan, sa katabi lang since wala pa naman tong laman. And then I click OK. So based from the result, so liitan ko lang ng konti. So madali lang class na madali lang kung gagamitan mo ng Excel or ng Minitab. So this is the result. So class yung dalawang source ng variation natin between the groups. So yung between the groups class, yun yung tinatawag nating SSA. Yung gamit yung, hindi pala SSA, yung between shelf heights. May magkakaibang shelf height, may variation. Tapos class, yung within the group, within a particular or specific, particular shelf height. Yan. So, remove ko na yon para lang class alam niyo na meron tayong dalawang sources na variation. Tapos ito naman, alam niyo kung paano natin sinolve manually at maipakita ko naman na din do sa ating presentation, how do we interpret? So, you compare the values on the yellow tapos ito naman, I'll make it red. Blue pala, yan. I-compare mo naman siya kay alpha. Okay? Alpha which is 0.01. Yan. So, using the critical rules, kapag ang F-comp ay mas malaki sa F-critical, reject the null. Kapag ang p-value ay mas maliit sa alpha, reject the null. Both of which will lead to a conclusion or a decision of reject. Are we clear? Can you put down your hands kung may tanong ka? Hindi pala. Kung wala kang tanong, ibaba mo yung kamay mo. Okay? Ibig sabihin na intindihan mo siya. Okay? So, ganun po, class, sinosolve sa Excel. Okay? So, we will continue. So, ayun lang po. Next would be, so, unshare ko muna ulit yung screen ko. So, class, may kasunod pa yon. Nalaman lang natin na hindi equal yung mga means. Pero kung alin ang hindi equal kanino, ay aalamin pa natin iyon. So, next step natin gagawin na today. Aalamin din natin, class, kung equal ba yung variances nila. But bago yun, we'll proceed to the next topic, which is how do we check or how do we perform one-way ANOVA for data with an equal sample size. So you will see here an example. A study measured absorption rate. Absorption means absorption or adsorption, meaning the manner. Say for example, moisture content was absorbed. Okay, so there are three groups. Group 1 is aromatics, group 2 is chloroalkanes, and group 3 is esters. So these individual samples for each of the solvent were tested and their absorption rates were recorded as mole percentage. Kanina dollars, ngayon mole percentage. So you'll see here the data for the three groups, and the question is there a significant difference in the mean absorption rate for the three solvents? We cannot hypothesize unless we're able to put the values here. So your task now, I'll give you some time, about 5 minutes probably, to solve. For the group of aromatics, may I know the sum square, the sum, the number of data n, and the average per group. So I need this four data for each of the group. And after getting that, we will get the total. Okay? Total for grand mean, grand sum, and grand average. So can you please choose a particular group, aromatic, chloroalkanes, and ester, and send the necessary information we need. Summation of the square, the number of data, and the average per group. Okay, do your task. Turn on ako ng microphone. Wait ko lang yung inyong responses. Wag muna agad magsisend ha. I'll be checking attendance pala. May isa akong hindi malocate na nawala. Okay? So can you please send your last name and say present if you're here? Abas Aguila, Balita Barion, and Binamira. Please send data for aromatics. Bakit ba't nakita ko 1,000 yung isa? Summation isa buhay. 8.48. Y bar, 8.2166. Ba? Saglit. Summation y squared. 8.2166. How many n? 9. Y bar, 0.9422. 0.9422. Okay, next set. Chloroalkanes naman po. Thank you. The group of students who send their data for aromatics. Okay, we will send now data for chloroalkane. Stop sending muna yung mga yung mga aromatics. Okay na po tayo doon. Okay, chloroalkanes? Wala bang pumili? Yun. Nag-send na sila. Summation, 8.05. Y square, 9.2257. Next is, how many data it? 10.8944. Okay, thank you. Plus, ikakat ko na ha. The group naman of, so stop sending na po tayo sa mga chloroalkanes. Thank you. Esters naman. They send the value for esters. Yan. Ano daw? 4.95. Pansinin nyo, class, na mas madami yung data pero mas mababa yung summation. 2.2369. The number of data is 15 and the Y bar is 0.33. And then, thank you, the group of esters. I'll send a cutting line na. You may stop sending. We need the grand summations and the grand mean. Grand summations, grand mean. So, grand sum, grand sum of square, grand total data, and grand mean. You may individually send. So, pakisend po ng information.
Hindi, yung spreadsheet, you are the parents.
Class and the data. Okay, aside from merit risk, 19.6792. Nasend ko na naman sa inyo yung ano-ano ng material. So, pwede na kayo mag-advance study kung naiintindihan nyo lang yung mga equation. N is 32. But plus the grand mean, hindi ganun kalaki yun. Ay, sorry naman. Grand mean. Overall average. Paano makukuha yung grand mean? Yung summation y, yung grand sum, i-divide mo ng 32. Yung grand number of data. Okay? Hingi po akong grand mean. That is grand sum over grand total. 21.48 divided by 32. Yan. 0.6713. Okay? 0.6713. Okay? So, hindi ko na class, hindi ko na gagawin yung mahabang solution natin. Pero it stays true na yung SST natin class ay equal sa double summation of yi minus y bar square. Yung SSA naman natin is summation of the summation of every group average minus the grand mean square. Tama. Balikan ko nga. Tapos, ito din yung, ito naman, balikan natin. Magkamali ako na isulat. Ito class yung formula. Hindi natin gagamitin yung long method. Yan yun. Tama. Yij minus y bar. Ito naman isa ay, yes, the group average. Multiplied by the n. Okay. Tapos yung isa ay yij minus y bar. So, are class, i-multiply are sa n, tapos saka isa-summation. Ito naman, sa double summation ng individual data minus group average square. Yan. So, ito yung long method. Ito naman yung shortcut. Yung shortcut na lang gagamitin natin. Such that, ayan guys, nakapresent na yung information. Ito yung binigay niyo sa akin na wala lang akong grand mean. Kasi, hindi ko naman gagamitin yung grand mean kasi shortcut solution nga tayo. Can you please check na lang kung tama yung values? Paano nga yung SST? Summation ng yi squared. So, ito yung yi squared, 19.6792 minus summation grand sum, 21.41 squared divided by total grand total, 32. Ito naman, yung kada isang grupo. So, 8. What happened? Ito. 8.48 square, divide mo ng total data niya, which is 9. Sum nung pangalawang grupo, 8.05, you take the square divided by the number data, 8. Tapos yung sum ng esters, 4.95, you take the square divided by 15 minus yung grand sum square divided by the total number of data, 32. Anong SST ay ang value na yan. So malamang kung gagawin natin yung long cut na agad na solution, ng 45 minutes bago pa ako nakapagpaliwanag. So shortcut solution lang po tayo. Mahalaga, you know, that there is the official formula on based on our textbook is the long method, pero on our examination, we cannot afford to use that because that would eat up our time. Now, can you please send on the chat box SST correct, SSA correct, SSE correct? Okay. Thank you, Colleen. Plus, practice lang kayo, ha? Meron naman kayong e-book, di ba? So, pili lang kayo ng isang problem doon na mapagpapracticean nyo para naman makabawi po tayo sa midterm. Very procedural po ang ating topic. No, may step ka kailangang i-follow. Huwag kang malito ang isa at mali ang sagot. Okay? SSA correct. SSE na lang. SSE. Tama po ba ang SSE natin? Yan. After verifying that our sum squares are all correct, ito naman class yung gamit ang long method. Ano yan? Isinilagay ko na dyan. Kayo na ang bahalang mag-review kung saan ang galing yung mga solution na yan. Pinresent ko pa rin for the benefit na inaral naman natin din yan. Hindi lang natin ginagamit sa examination. Ngayon, so these are the data. We have to put na lang on the table, ANOVA table. So the sum square of the treatment, sum square of the treatment, we copy. That is 5.22608. The treatment we are referring to class is the solvents. Ano, there are 4 different solvents. Okay, next error is 1.9554. The total is, mali pala yun. SST 5.2608 for the treatment SSA 3.3054. The degrees of freedom, class, for the treatment is what? Can you please send? DOF treatment. Nang ko lang, kung naiintindihan yung diniscuss natin, naalala nyo ba? Yung ating formula, DOF treatment, can you please send the value? DOF of the error and DOF of the total. Can you please send? Let us evaluate. By using the formula from the table, K minus 1 for the total is N uppercase minus 1. Nakalimutan na ba agad? Pakisend po. Last, wala pang nagsisend. Okay, Pia, thank you. That is 2. From 3 groups minus 1. Yes. Ako na. Oo, saksak ulit. Okay lang. Nagkidi yan. Kaya kakausapin ko bago ako umuwi. Ay, wala. Sorry po. How about the total? Madali na kasi class yung error. Ano total minus treatment lang naman yun. So class, bale, hindi na applicable dito yung sa error na n multiplied by k minus 1. Dahil magkakaiba na yung kanilang bilang. So, kung ito'y n minus 1, ano sa total class? DOF total. Ay, mas responsive sana. Ito na naman tayo ng walang tanong, pero wala rin kayong sagot kapag nagtanong. Plus, DOF ng total. Yan, 31. Correct, Pia. Baka naman mag-copy-paste na kayo kay Pia. So, class, ang applicable na dito sa error is 31 minus tong diretso kasi unequal data na. So, pag unequal data, hindi na pwedeng gamitin yung k multiplied by n minus 1. Kasi yung n natin ay tatlong magkakaibang bilang. Ano? So, yun ay sa equal sample size lang. So, ito para madali, 31 minus 2 ay d 29. Okay, can you please send your thumbs up if you understand first 2 columns? And if that is true, can you please now send your MSA and MSE? MSA and MSE. Okay, MSA 1.6527. 1.6527. So, kasi hindi ko alam kung tama yung sinasadya sagot, we'll verify on the next slide. So, yung ginawa ko dito sa slide na to, may page kung saan ako magsusulat during discussion, tapos yung sunod na slide, yung correct answers. Okay, let us send naman MSE. Again, do not hesitate to ask if you have questions, clarification, or anything. Ano, ang goal po natin matuto, hindi magsukatan ng talino. Ano, regardless kung anong intelligence level nyo, ang mahalaga, matuto ang lahat. Okay, so I think you're following the correct process naman. The next thing that you have to send is our computed F. Nag-iba lang yung sample size class, pero the way we do the ANOVA is the same. Okay. Compute FCOM.
Ano, sabihin sa bayan,
Sabay tayo, burger natin. Hindi mo lang
Basta kakaiba ang mga surfer.
Are sure magkakaiba sunod-sunod niya?
Sabi pa naman niya,
Hindi, at least sabihin sa atin sa sagutan. Yung nag-naudaw ito.
kung may time pressure,
Okay, so may permanent lang yung nakakawin. Hindi ko nag-iisip.
Ano kaya kami?
Kasi may exam kami kayo.
hindi may itong kami. Actually,
Lalo
hindi
na.
namin alam kung ano.
Malapit ano din.
Hindi naman nagtuturo.
Pero nga, papiro sa
Tapos ang pinag-upload na video, hindi naman ano niya.
kahit lang.
Mga search lang sa internet.
Hindi naman pinag-upload sa exam.
Ako lagi nga nag-upload ng movie marathon. Tapos ko din yung movie marathon. Laban mo naman ano talaga napunta ang bata? Sige, yung laging trademark naman kay kids. Ba't kayo hindi sinasagot ng ibang section?
Okay. Doing things in parallel, may consultation sa likod, may consultation sa phone habang nag-iintay ng inyong sagot. Ano, 24.5208. 24.5208. Tapos, bago ako lumipat ng slide, so reject the null hypothesis if our f is greater than f alpha, k minus, hindi na ito. So, mas papalitan na natin ito. So, ito ay magiging, ano na lang, f critical or f tab, which is equal to, anong alpha ang ginamit? Walang binigay. Lagay na muna natin ay 0.05. Ba't ko nasabing 0.05? Base dito sa table na nakrap ko. Ano? So, 0.05, degrees of freedom ng treatment, which is 2, at degrees of freedom ng error, which is 29. So, bago ko i-encircle dyan, can you please send the value of f? Tingin tayo sa table, f.05, 229. What is the value based from the table? .33. So you have to compare now, class, your value 24.5208. Nakalimutan ko pala yung hypothesis, class. So lagyan natin ng hypothesis later. 24.5208 and 3.33. So ang tinetest naman natin, class, yung ating H0 ay all means are equal. All means are equal. At ang alternative naman, at least two of the mean are not equal. So, what will be our decision? Reject or accept the null based on the value of fcomp and ftab. Can you please send your decision? So, you have said to reject the null hypothesis. Question ang tinatawag na decision. Iba pa po yung conclusion. So, yung conclusion yung statement na it can be concluded that on 0.05 level of significance that the mean sorption rates of the different solvents, which include chloroalkane, aromatics, and ester, are not equal. So, ganun to. Habaan mo na lang yung statement para hindi mo naman sabihin at least two of the means are not equal. Ano? So, common na yon. Laging i-relate natin siya sa ating problem. O bago ko i-show yung next slide, can you please send thumbs up? Yes, naiintindihan ko. At yan ay makakapasa na ako. Hindi ko man ma-perfect ang exam, makakapasa na ako. O, naiintindihan na naman class tapos sobrang baba ulit. Wag naman. Ayan. So, sauluhin nyo na yung mga shortcut na, yung mga formula. So, based here, so correct naman po. So, the average absorption rates of what? Of the solvents. Or the average absorption rates are significantly different based on the different types of solvent. Pero class, kung magkakaroon tayo ng assumption, tayo looking at our data, based on the mean, yung 0.94, parang malapit siya sa 1, parang yung aromatics ay equal sa chloroalkane, pero yung 0.33 ni ester, parang hindi siya equal kay chloroalkane at kay aromatic. Sinong ganun din yung interpretation? Another set of thumbs up. Yun ang nakita ko dun sa, assumption ko lang yun. Parang yung mean ng aromatic at ng chloroalkane na 0.94 at 1 ay statistically equal, pero yung 0.33 na ester ay hindi kapareho ng aromatic at chloroalkane. Yun din ba? Napansin nyo? O para sa inyo, yung 0.94 hindi equal sa 1, hindi equal sa 0.33. I think two of them naman are equal. Thumbs up, you have the same observation. That is just a guess. Wala pa yung statistical basis. Plus, isosolve pa natin yon. Are we clear? Yun din ba ang na-hypothesize nyo? Sinong kasama ko doon? So, as statisticians, dapat na nakikita na natin yung mga ganong, kumbaga ay, scenario. Next would be using the Excel ulit. Okay? So, last slide na ito for 24 naman, ready to be continued yung ating discussion. Yung next natin, aalamin na natin kung ano yung grupo na equal kanino at alin yung hindi. So, for now, let me have a demo.
Kasi magkakaiba ang tanong.
So, class, teka lang. Ay naman pala. Ito po yung ating data. Atin ko lang class. Nasaan na yun? Shelf height. Yan. Lipat lang natin dun sa other sheet. This is for equal sample size. Tapos, gawa tayo ng another sheet. Unequal naman. Unequal sample size. Okay, so we paste the data here. Aromatics, chloroalkanes. So class, what we have to do is, nakikita ba? Can you please use your microphone to answer? Can you see that screen na, yung ating Excel?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay. So, press again data analysis. Go to ANOVA single factor. Click OK. Select our data together with the header or the labels. We are presenting the data in a column manner. So, columns and then labels on the first row will change the alpha to 0.05. The output range, dito na lang class. Okay, sa katabi niya. Then, click OK. So, based on the result, di ba, ang bilis kapag nag-excel. Ang mahalaga class, marunong ka mag-interpret. So, pareho naman. 24.5115, let us see our answer. 24.5208. O, okay lang yun, may konting discrepancy. Ano, itong ating nakuhang sagot. Ay, sorry naman, pupunta ako sa Excel. So, paano i-interpret? So, 3.33, ito po yun. Akin na lamang, ano ba yun? Siguro, yeah. Compare natin yung mga naka-blue. So, class, based on the comparison, ID, reject the null kasi 24 is larger than or greater than the F critical. Also, if we'll compare this to alpha, which is 0.05 naman, 0.05 plus, ito po, itong dalawang to, may, yan. So, yung pong 5.86 raised to the negative 7 is so much less compared to our alpha of 0.05. That the conclusion class will be also to reject the null hypothesis or to decide that to reject the null hypothesis, which means the means of the average sorption rates of the three solvents are significantly different at 0.05 level of significance. Can you please raise your hand na lang for us to know kung naiintindihan niyo yung naging solution natin. Share ko na yung screen ko ha. 429 na din kasi. So, next time na yung mga sunod pang demo sa Excel. So, I recommend na even wala akong ipinapa-assignment sa inyo, alam nyo na, ayaw nyo namang may mga pasa-assignment pa, ay di mag-practice na lang kayo nan sa inyo. Okay? If you have any concern with regards to subject, you can use our GCs. Okay? So, bye everyone. See you again on Thursday.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
also.
you po.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.